Please tell me you've got that, Chris. Please tell me you've got that.
Yeah, like that. I can see that, yeah.
Oh, wow. Are you enjoying yourself, Robin? Is this nice? Is this good? Is there a fly in here?
I think so.
I've not seen a fly.
I've not seen a fly.
I've not heard one.
No.
Just sounded like then, to me, a distant... No, that was a...
We've assumed it's a fly. We've assumed it's a fly.
I've said it was a fly earlier.
Humming. Use your energy. Think about your energy. Think about us as a group, of our energy. Use all of our... The book.
Holy Cat, don't touch anything because you'll cut your hands.
Are you all right? Mm-hmm. Try and... Please, sir, please try and push the candlestick off. Use your energy, use our energy.
Ooh.
Do it again, do it again, do it again.
Oh. It's actually done in the reverse.
It's our end now.
It's underneath.
How the hell does that happen? That table would have had to have lifted.
This table is lifted up this end now.
It's this end onto this
How's
side.
that happened?
And the weight of the tables.
Right, let's keep going because... Okay.
It's not as if they're wee tiny things.
Okay, use the energy. This energy is really good, and even guys on everybody around the table, just really concentrate really hard. Okay. And again, please, sir. Again, but try and get...
Done it again.
That's extraordinary.
Still
That's
going.
extraordinary. That is extraordinary. Take the tablecloth off. Take the tablecloth off. Again, please try and knock that candlestick off. Knock it off. Knock it off if you can. Knock the candlestick off. Do something else, sir. Here we go. Here we go. It's lifting up. Don't be scared. Just keep the energy, guys.
Okay.
Do you want to ask a question, Chris?
Would you like us to try and reach you by performing the same rituals that you would when you were on this earth? He's not answering me. Every time I ask him something, it's silence.
Do you know, it's like they're still here, but they're just blanking us.
Yeah, that's just very much like.
And I have to say, that for me is possibly one of the most extraordinary seances I think I've done. I won't forget it.
We continued to investigate Maes Mawr through the night, but we were unable to gather any phenomena as impressive as we had just witnessed in this and earlier vigils. However, what does parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe make of tonight's investigation?
Most Haunted's investigation of Maes Mawr Hall Hotel was unusual. Perhaps the most significant phenomena that was captured on film was to do with a table, stack of books and a candlestick. Now, the actual setup of this was to ensure that should there be any movement with the candlestick or candle, it would be exaggerated because of being on a stack of books. Now, it's a viable protocol to actually do this. However, let's not focus on the movement of the candlestick or the books, because that's not what interests me. It's the movement of the table.
Use all of our...
Now, this table was in two halves, and at some point, one half moved onto the other half, and then the team actually pulled it down.
That table would have had to have lifted.
This table is lifted up this end now.
It's this end onto this
How's
side.
that happened?
And then the other half moved on to the other half, if that makes sense at all. But essentially what we've got is both halves of the table kind of overlapping onto the other side. Now, this is unusual in terms of table phenomena that Most Haunted has experienced. Certainly the team tried everything they could to replicate the movement of the two table halves.
The only way you can lift that table up there is by
physically.
you and Stuart having a hand underneath it.
Because you wouldn't be able to get it on the ledge.
Yes, well, you wouldn't be able to lift it up.
No, you wouldn't be able to get it on the ledge.
You would
Lift it then and try and get it on the ledge.
Just you try from that. Let's just test the whole thing.
See how quick we can get it on the edge.
But obviously your hands are on top, so that negates you actually doing it.
But just to see how hard it is.
That's what we're doing now, then.
Put it back
Us
in
two are going to try and lift it onto that table again.
Okay.
Ready? Everybody put your hands on there.
Actually, I'm going to leave this out of the way just in case it does go, but the books will still move, yeah?
Okay,
You want me and Stuart to do that?
Yeah, if you and Stuart can just...
Right.
As if you're going to try and do it.
Right.
For the sceptics.
Okay.
Well, if we're going to cheat it, you mean?
Yes, go on.
One.
No, Thomas, your hands are on top of the table,
Your hands are on top of the table. Try and lift.
Right.
with your thumb underneath the edge. With your thumb underneath.
Okay.
I know your thumbs weren't underneath.
No, my hands were there like
I know, but try it. We're like that.
Okay.
We're trying all options.
1, 2, 3. A lot harder. We're actually.
It's a lot harder because
we're actually gripping it.
But I have to say, it wasn't done to my level of satisfaction. The reason being is because it's one thing to try and replicate phenomena after it's happened. It's another thing to get enough footage of the phenomena occurring. And although during the séance there were moments when the camera did move down underneath the table and you could see nobody was pushing it, at the point when the tables were moving onto each other, the halves were moving onto each other, we didn't have full, unobstructed footage of every aspect of the table. And that would be the holy grail of parapsychological phenomena. Unfortunately, we didn't capture that, so I'm still a little bit sceptical. Generally, over the course of the investigation, some of the team experienced some odd noises that they couldn't seem to find sources to, and there were other members of the team that feel spooked in particular locations and just felt a bit odd and even fearful at times. However, even the mere fact of being in a haunted location is enough suggestion, enough psychology to actually cause these experiences for people. Right now I don't like it. Most Haunted's investigation was a fascinating one because of this slightly unusual table phenomena. However, it's not enough to convince this hardened skeptic.
Taking Kieran's views on board, I still can't help but believe that Maes Mawr holds the spirits of its past, and that tonight, we as a team were witness to those very same spirits. Until next time, sleep tight.
Not sure we will sleep tight after that. And the serial rapist on the prowl in Criminal Minds next. Well, tomorrow night, don't miss brand new Grey's Anatomy as a very, very large patient brings huge problems and results in the medics having to take sensitivity training. That's tomorrow night at 9 here on Living.